about that time on the air to say what's on my mind. It's your favorite girl, the April Watts Show. Welcome to my world.
Magic 95.9 is Baltimore's best variety of R&B. I am April Watts, and this is Funny Friday. You know how we do, man. We bring comedians in here every single Friday, and this dude, I don't even know what to say about him. Faizon Love is in the building with his comedic crew. How you doing, Bouquet?
How are you doing, Bouquet?
Don't start with me.
I'm glad I'm Bouquet now because you was woo last time I was in here.
What?
You was a woo. You was a
What? I was a what?
No, you was mad at me because listen. A lot of
what
people.
What did we fuss about? I forgot
you was
what
fussing.
it was.
I was just listening. I was just saying, listen, sweetheart. This is the way it is, boo boo.
We fussed about something.
I don't even want to bring it up, but I was right.
What was it?
Bill Cosby situation.
Oh,
yes.
I'm gonna leave that alone this time.
I was right. People.
Who do you have with you?
I have to my left GW, George W.
Without the bush.
Okay.
Yes.
Without the
and
bush.
This is Jack Shepard.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
George is hosting, and Shepard. They're both very funny comedians. Like I see comedians, I'm like, wow, these guys need a break. So I'll just say, hey, you come on the road. These guys are funny. Jack has been doing comedy since the 60s.
He put you out there like that.
Nigga don't know I was born in 74. How the hell that happened?
She been trying to get me, her hands on me for a long time. She was like, You know when girls like you in high school, they just be punching you and be like,
no
come
reason.
on.
No.
Like, stop.
Whatever.
Stop.
Get your tickets to see Faizon
Sexy.
Love and his crew at BaltimoreComedy.com. So this is like a whole tour, and you're not just doing Baltimore. You're traveling around to various cities.
Can I
So
Live
tell me
tour.
about the tour.
It's Can I Live? I'm getting ready for my stand-up special and some other stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I'm calling the tour Last year was Love Your Hustle. This is Can I Live because, there's a lot of stuff going on with the young black man. And that Jay-Z song really fits it. Can
Good
I Live?
stuff.
It's like really, it's asking ourselves, have we even tried living? You know what I'm saying? Have we, they said Black Lives Matters, but have we ourselves tried living? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, we got a lot to live for. Can I live?
What is it like being on the Can I Live tour with Faizon?
Oh, man, it's great. It's funny as hell, Actually, the behind-the-scenes stuff that y'all don't get to see is
The
funny.
nasty stuff when we be living.
Yeah.
Are you snapping it? Are you putting it
We
on
can't
Instagram?
snap everything.
Can't show everything.
Incriminating evidence? What? I mean, I'm just
when we being
saying.
nasty, you know what we be doing.
Right,
You know what we be doing.
I don't know.
live?
I don't know.
You know.
No, I don't. I don't. I have no clue.
They be like, can you live 5 to 10 in this little cell? For what
Can you
do?
live between 1:30 and 6:30
Oh
in the
my
morning?
God. Oh my goodness.
You know.
All right, so right now I want you guys to tell everybody how to follow you all on social media.
Girl, I'm old. I don't know all that stuff.
I was just on your Instagram and it's popping, so don't try that.
I got 6 people on my Instagram. Maybe 56.
All right, so at Faizon Love
Yeah.
on Instagram and Twitter.
I tried.
What about
tried.
you?
Comedian George W. on Instagram and George Williams on Facebook.
Okay.
And what about your MySpace?
He played too much.
Oh, okay. Right. Because it was old, much like your MySpace. Anyways, hey, you
They
can
be
give out
going
me
at
Jack
it.
Shepard, 74.
They got a light skin, dark skin thing
Right.
on.
Okay, and so
Dark skin winning.
dark skin winning.
It did
Dark
over
skin
breakfast.
winning.
Black Lives Matter.
It's about time for
Exactly.
us, right?
Black Lives Matter.
She's chiming in. Look at that.
You
She
are
just a
right there with
troublemaker.
me.
I consider myself dark skinned.
That's right. Now
Listen,
you're on the bar.
I consider myself dark skinned, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because in my family, I'm one of the lightest people in my family. Most of my family is Faizon Love's color.
Can we?
Well,
Can we?
he trying to
can
come
we,
at me because he's
can we-
purple.
Purple?
First of,
Yeah, he's
first of all,
Black and purple?
No, burnt.
can we get off the
Purple.
slave conversation? All right, there's just different skin
Colorism,
tones.
the color complex. Yeah.
I don't
We
know
get
what
all
the-
that.
Yes, it's like
We
listen,
get all
guys,
that.
You guys,
He
listen.
started
You're
it.
just different skin tones.
Yes, we are.
That's
We're all black. Yes.
I mean, yeah. It's not what you look like. It's what you do right.
This is very
look at
true.
that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Deep
like,
thoughts.
That was some straight,
thoughts
that was some
from
straight
Faizon.
stuff right there.
Oh my
It ain't
goodness,
what you-
deep
well,
thoughts, man.
I'm serious because we hear this light skin. I mean, it's really an issue
Yeah, it
amongst
is.
young. I'm like, this kid. Listen, this guy was calling himself being funny with me in the airport, and he said, "You going to D.C." Them girls down there don't like no darkies. And I was like, what, they like the rape look? I mean, what do you...
The rape look?
Yes.
You crazy.
When you light skinned, somebody in your family got raped.
Was raped.
Yeah, so white man was
Thanks,
in
great-grandma.
grandmama's...
But I'm mad that you broke it down like that.
Yeah,
the
'cause
rape
you-
look.
Yeah, that's the rape look. So it's like...
That's terrible.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what
Yeah.
are you celebrating? You're happy. I'm happy my grandmother was raped by...
Massive.
but it doesn't even matter. But I'm like, why are we even? Why are we harping on that? Does that ever bother you?
It really doesn't bother me in the sense of
When I hear the
looking at it
conversation,
biologically.
when I hear the
but
conversation, and then I hear people talking about race in America, and I'm like,
it's a microcosm of racism, like
well,
colorism
it's like
in the
us
African American
being
community
racist
is.
towards us.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
So how can you ask white folks to stop when we ain't stopped?
I agree with that.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Completely and totally.
Yeah, so I'm like, you guys stop it, but we can continue.
Well, personally, I don't have a problem with it when I think people joke about it lightheartedly.
They don't.
But when
It's
people
something
are
deep.
serious,
like these two,
It's like skinnedly.
they really
light-skinnedly,
like for even someone they come up to me in the airport and say that, like, bruh,
yeah.
who raised
And that
you?
is not
What?
true because I'm from this area and it's just not true.
Trust me, there's no woman likes one thing around here. Some people like fried chicken, some people like eggnog.
What the eggnog? How did that association come? Fried chicken and eggnog.
I thought you was gonna
That's
say
what
baked
I'm
chicken.
saying. That's not how it works.
I thought you were saying baked chicken. He went to a whole different
Yeah,
something
like
else.
the hell?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all over. You can't just pinpoint and
This is
generalize
true.
somebody
This is
based
true.
on a city because that's basically racism.
Right.
That's why I don't believe in race. People get mad because I say I don't believe in racism because I don't believe there's nobody can stop me from doing what I want to do.
Right.
But if you buy into racism, then you got to believe in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree completely. Now let's
School is over.
talk
I'm about to give
about
me a T-shirt that
Say
says
what?
fried chicken or eggnog.
fried chicken and eggnog, right?
You make the choice. I like that
What
one.
would you say?
Speaking of apparel,
Yes, ma'am.
you have a line of snapbacks out. Talk about those. Those are dope.
You
And
like that?
Why didn't you bring me one?
I'm getting.
I'm upset.
I'm gonna see those, and I forgot the phone cases. We got the phone.
Show
oh
me.
man, I didn't even. I had the other one, the syndicate. I always had the syndicate, but we got the big worm phone cases, and
Okay.
we're coming out with the chargers,
Okay.
so you can charge your phone. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe I'm talking about this, and I don't have it to give to you.
I know.
But I will send you. I'm gonna send you a love package.
Please do.
With everything
Please do
in it.
because I will
Love
rock
package.
your stuff.
No,
I
trust me.
will
I'm gonna
rock
send you
your
a
stuff.
love.
She gonna
I'm glad
rock
you
his
did
You
that.
know what? Stop.
And
She
it's
been
love
trying to
package.
rock my stuff for a while.
She gonna rock
I'm
your.
not been trying to rock
She
your
gonna rock
stuff.
It's okay.
I'm not trust
So
me.
wait a minute, stop.
It's
so,
okay.
So you gonna rock his love package?
No,
Wow.
I got you.
this is
Wow.
what happens when you're in a
Got
room
you.
with three comedians. I feel
Wow.
so teamed up on right now.
Teamed
this ain't
up.
fair.
Like a gang?
Like a game man of some sort?
I give up. This is ridiculous. You a Christian?
Good. Hey, good. More for us.
Oh my God, this is too much.
No.
Okay, so
Hilarious.
how can people purchase your items?
They can go to FaizonLove.com and hashtag Can I Live, and that gives them the free merch because of shirts. They get a whole package.
Oh, it's free?
Yeah, yeah. Because I want.
You're not selling it?
No. We giving that away.
Doing that.
We got other stuff to sell you.
Doing the Chance the Rapper thing.
You see what I'm saying? This is I can't explain the evil plan we have.
All right.
But
I'm gonna just rock with it. I'm gonna just follow.
yeah, we're
just
giving
follow.
them.
All right.
The rest of the package.
If you're just tuning in, we are chatting
You
with
got the other thing I sent
Faizon
you, though,
Love,
right?
who's going to be at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. What you send me?
Is not.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
And she fell
I
for
hate
it.
you so much.
That came from 93
This is not
and she
happening
still
to me
fell
right
for
now.
it. Wow.
This is so not happening to me right now. So look, we got to talk about the new edition story.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's talking about it. It's so dope. And you played Maurice Starr very, very well. How did it
Thank
feel
you.
to land that role?
Well, honestly, the kids in the movie were so dope and so meticulous about their work. They inspired me to do better. I have to.
They were amazing.
No, listen to me. On set, they were amazing. That one scene when they were doing the talent contest, they had to do that so many times, and every time it was spot on. Bam!
Wow.
Bam! Bam! I was like, what? They was amazing. So Jesse Collins, a good friend of mine from here, he's got his start here. You know Jesse?
No.
And Chris Robson, my man from here. This is the Baltimore crew.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, trust me. They were like, Faizon, you got to play
Maurice Starr.
Maurice Starr.
Uh-huh.
But what's so funny, in 1997, Maurice Starr saw me in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Like, I want you to play me. And I was like, who are you?
You lying.
On my mama. On my mama.
On his mama.
On my mama.
On his
You know
mama.
when black people say their mama.
They not playing, right?
No. I've been knowing Maurice Starr since 97. Yeah, 97.
Uh-huh.
When I first met him, because we used to be in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and everybody's in there. He's like, I want you to play me in a movie.
See how that happens?
And then I'm like, okay. Because when chicken is coming out somebody's mouth,
You never know.
like,
you're like,
whatever,
all
man.
right, I guess. All right.
Is it truth or chicken?
What you feel about them wigs you wore in the
The wigs was hilarious. I'm gonna
You
do,
can't escape the wigs.
I'm going to write a book called The Wigs and the Gigs.
Big
Because-
Worm, Maurice Starr.
Right.
Hey.
I've had a few. I've had a few.
So you've done a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. You were just doing Blackish too, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans on doing some behind the scenes work? Because
That's a lot.
comedians are like very witty, very smart. So I can see you doing some writing, directing, producing, all that stuff. Any chance of that?
Yes, yeah, you have to now because there's really no support for us.
Right. We have to create our own.
Yeah, you really have to do it. And so people say, when's your TV show coming out? Like, I got to sit down and write it and put it out and do it, which is cool, but it's just a lot of work. But you just have to do it. So yeah, yeah.
Right. Any upcoming projects you want us to know about?
My stand up special and my TV show. So
Okay.
that's going to be. And then I have a film coming out with Russell Peters, a good friend of mine, very funny. It's an international film. It's like a weed film.
A weed film?
It's like is Snoop? No.
In it.
Yeah.
He wrote it.
Yeah.
He wrote
It's
it.
like a stoner genre film, but we have fun. But the next thing is my stand. A lot of people don't know I do stand up, so
Right.
when you see the stand up and the TV show, the way how we're gonna do it's gonna be kind of dope.
All right, well, we will be on the lookout for that, and I'm not done with you. All three of you have to play my famous games, WWFD. First question. You're grossly unqualified to be president, but hey, you got the gig. Your administration is in turmoil. Do you A, hunker down and try to be presidential, or do you B, start campaigning for 2020 already? WWFD, what would Faizon do?
Start campaigning for 2020.
Why?
Why? Why not? Guys, let's get those voices. I mean, the right thing to do is, I don't know. I'm not a political. I see politics is different. I don't think you should like the president. I think the president should be like the principal. I think we got into this whole thing of, hey, he's our buddy.
Popularity versus a person who can get the job done.
Exactly. And I think people are trying to make the president your friend when in school we never liked our principal and they set up rules that we didn't like but we had to follow. And I think it should be like that. But we've been thinking that we have to like the president. It's a popularity contest.
Which is why Trump won. Americans voted for him for the wrong reasons. I think Americans want a rock star as opposed to somebody who's really qualified to do the job, which is why the person who was probably most qualified, like the most qualified person in U.S. history to be president, did not get the job because she's not likable.
Well, I don't know. I listen, like I said, I'm not a part. They never talk about the things that need
to be talked about.
Like people in Flint still need water.
Right.
That never comes up with these rallies and these people, all these black children getting killed. That never comes up. They say stuff like, "Well, what about the water tax?
Right.
What about the light bill tax?" I'm like, what?
About sharing the bathroom.
Yeah, that is not to me, and maybe to us, that is not a important issue to add extra bathrooms,
right?
Rather than people need water in Flint.
People are dying. People are sick. People
are dying. People are getting murdered.
Right.
Got shot.
Just last night, kids.
Two kids.
Two kids got shot here down in Baltimore.
And it kind of goes unnoticed, and that's probably something for our community, really.
Yes,
that's why I think more
we have to make noise.
Our not even make noise. We have to do a change in our community, do something in our community where because the government, tell you the truth, never helped us.
Right.
So we have to do a Kathy Hughes and take charge of our own community and take care of our own community and build there and make that black dollar circulate 28 times.
That is so important.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Important.
We don't need the government unless you want food stamps.
Hey, I get food stamps.
See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
Once again, I would not tell nobody that.
So I'm not getting paid for this, Ms. Johnson.
See, no, we need some people in our communities to step up.
Yeah,
including myself and
all of us.
Yes,
on an individual basis, on a neighborhood basis, regional, all of that. You know,
and then that wouldn't be so important. Who's in?
We got to step up.
Who's doing the filibuster? Who's in the filibuster?
What is a filibuster?
Exactly. What the filibusters? It's the first time in history black people are like, man, I can't believe they having a filibuster. I'm like, what are you? What are you talking about, man? That ain't your.
Negro, you don't know no filibuster. You can't spell filibuster.
All right, question number 2. You're a young entertainment mogul who is hosting a big-time network TV show. You tell a joke that pisses off the network, and they pay you over $4 million a season. WWJD, what would Jack do in this situation?
Oh, I know that one.
Apologize.
That's a no-brainer. What are you talking about?
Dude, hey, I've been broke. I ain't going back to broke. Hey,
He said, I ain't going back to broke.
I'm tired of being a player on a budget. I'm tired of it.
WWFD, what would Faizon do?
Well, I know the situation. So, first of all, see,
people.
We
He said the people.
As black Americans, we're invited to the dinner, but we just can't reach over the table and pick what you want to eat.
You got to get what I give you, the
right.
little crust of bread.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is when you're into and that's what happened.
And you got to behave.
Somebody got comfortable. Mm-hmm. And they do it all the time. They can do it all the time because I've seen Jay Leno diss the network. And they still paid him $20 million a week.
Yes.
Right.
So it wasn't for, you know what I'm saying? So what it was
we forgot.
He forgot where he was at, but he's a good kid.
I love him.
No, he's a good kid for real. And it's like, maybe it's a learning lesson. Listen, Nick Cannon is one of the guys who created that show Wildin' Out.
Yes, so talented.
When he first started the show, he was like, Faizon, but I need you to come out. I said, Nick, I don't know what you're doing. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of rapping and comedy.
Right.
So it was and rap and comedy has always been together. Right, Def Jam and everything, but he took it to another level. So he's that. So maybe that brain is going to kick in now that he doesn't have the easy job. You know what I'm saying? Because he created that whole thing.
And he has a history of creating things because when everybody first found out about Nick Cannon, it was when he did the movie Drumline. And that was his joint. Like, he created that. So I love his independent
I don't know if he created
spirit.
it, but I mean, I know he started it.
Right.
'Cause he had he's been having deals literally, because we both from Dago. You know what I'm saying? From
San Diego, for those of us that need the translation.
Since he was been 16. Like,
By way of Cuba, though.
Yeah.
I'm all up in your business.
I told you she in love with me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
You know when people want to cut?
No,
they got
I'm
those
not.
color eyes.
I'm a journalist.
That's okay.
I'm a journalist.
She is a journalist.
She don't know where I'm from.
No, I don't.
Well,
See,
I didn't know you were
obviously
coming,
you don't
though.
love me.
I didn't know you were coming.
No one likes you. We don't know you. Why keep telling you? I don't even know you.
Had I known you were
We just
coming,
met you
I would have been
hours
able to
ago.
tell you your blood type.
Huh?
Had I known you were coming, I would be able to tell you your blood type.
Oh, we know
does her-
his.
I do my research.
Okay.
See?
All right, go ahead.
His is you.
Did you say you?
I forgot what we was talking about.
Nick Cannon and
No,
being
he-
independent and doing his thing.
Yes, he's a smart guy. So I know he's gonna bounce back, but that's when we get comfortable and we think we're a part of that whole.
Like you're in the club.
We're never, black people will never be in a club. Mm-hmm. Stop crying about an Oscar. You don't need an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? We don't need Oscars right now. Film industry and everything, it's independent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is the internet is it. We don't need there's
Netflix, Amazon,
all that.
Hulu,
Beyonce
like
released
everything.
the album just like him. Boom, there.
He said,
Boom,
Yep.
Beyonce B, buy it.
Yeah.
Bye.
And we did.
Look at Chance the Rapper. I'm gonna release a free album
A Grammy.
and
off
get
of that.
Grammys. And that's the kind of world we live in. Mm-hmm. So there is no doorkeepers anymore.
Right.
They can act like doorkeepers if you abide to those same rules. Like I sure want me an Oscar.
Why you had to do the slave talk, though?
Because
for
every
real?
time
Why you had to do the slave talk?
Oh,
That's the only one that wins the
because every
award.
time and for best actor, Jason. There's always some slave. No.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean, but you gotta
Best
see,
picture. Who
Fences
shot
is
my
so
mama?
Oh my God,
amazing,
I love
Fences is
Fences.
amazing,
Good.
I did
amazing.
too. I
But
cried, I laughed, I had like the whole arc of emotions.
Yes,
it was really good.
that's what a great film does. You know, it's like, will it get Oscars? Who cares? But it needed to be out there because
did.
there's not a lot of films where a black man is teaching a black man how to be a man.
Right.
You see, but they got,
Whether he gets it
Moonlight.
right or
That's
whether
another
he
good one,
doesn't.
too.
That's
like,
right.
It was a black family. It
Yes.
showed us
Right.
not broken,
Yes.
whole,
Keep
not
that-
perfect,
yes.
but whole. You
there,
know?
there you go.
Yeah.
We going down
And
together.
you know the beautiful thing is when you watch it, like
did.
for example, it was a 2-hour movie, but did you feel like you was watching a 2-hour movie?
No.
I felt like it went. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
I felt like I was literally
in it.
just like peeking in on the lives of
Right.
real people.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like
Yes.
it was so real.
Yes.
It was so real.
That's, Denzel directed that, so it's like you can look at Denzel's face like, yeah, whatever, you know, I might get out. Who cares? I'm tired of this.
And he doesn't, you know, and I love that because I just think that black people care too much about acceptance. Like, stop
There you-
begging for
there you
acceptance.
go.
I would much rather
There
have
you
respect
go.
than
There
acceptance
you
because
go.
when people respect
There you go.
everything else that you want comes along with
Listen,
And it lasts
that's
longer.
my whole thing. It's like you don't need to be on there. We don't need. Listen, we don't need that. It doesn't. Hey man, you got an Oscar?
It's nice, but it doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
don't
the-
let it
yes.
define you.
Yes, and I think more and more people are getting it now. It's like it's not our thing. You know, it's like whatever. I mean, you know, that check defines you.
Yep.
How you raise your family defines you. What you leave behind you, you know what I'm saying?
Defines you.
Not,
Exactly.
Not that statue that they have a gate to. This is for the people who we think are exceptional adults.
You're so
Knock
funny.
it off.
And you ever notice that you don't even know what the hell the movies are that win? Like,
I know.
who saw that? When did that come out?
I never, like, I didn't see La La Land. I can't even tell
No,
you
I
what
ain't
it's
talking about now. I'm talking about
and-
you go back. I believe people get awards like, what is
Yeah.
A lot of movies now are because they're independent. Nobody's going to the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
this? Right.
So a lot of these films are it's like a niche crowd.
Yeah.
It's like a real Hollywood crowd, but Hollywood there's so much content in the world, Hollywood is not. They don't have the spotlight anymore.
Yeah.
You can turn on some internet channel and they got 17 million viewers a day on some little show.
Yep.
So people are like, I'm happy with this. I don't need to watch Goody the Slave Man or whatever.
Goody the Slave.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
And finally, you're an NBA Hall of Famer.
Uh-oh.
Your wife was caught gallivanting around with a young trap rapper, but you decided to take her back and try to make the marriage work. The rapper has since dissed you in a rap song, said he made the blogs with your woman, and is claiming he still wants your wife under her Instagram pics. WWGD, what would GW do?
I'm gonna let it go because apparently if he's giving her the attention, she ain't my wife. She his wife. I'm not gonna hold on to it.
He said, let her go.
Let it go.
WWFD, what would Faizon do?
She done chose.
Yeah, she chose.
She chose. Yeah, I mean, listen, are the kids involved?
Yes.
So,
And they've been together for a long time.
see, and that's the thing. He's up there. So I say that in my act. You got to work it out because there ain't nothing out there. But if she's disrespecting the family,
and she did.
what choice are you leaving me?
Yeah.
What are you leaving me? I got to see this guy, and you know the boxer. I mean, the basketball dude can have the guy smashed.
Yeah, he could.
But he's like, look, well, she's putting
It's
him
your
in
wife, though. Like, she the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's putting him in a situation that, dude, people are not over here playing around. I can't fight you. You have to disappear.
Damn.
I'm
He
not
said
gonna-
you have to disappear.
And then you sitting there writing stuff
Yeah,
and
it's
making
like,
songs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You put me in songs?
Put it in
Oh.
a song.
because he's embarrassing the guy,
Right.
Which it ain't really his fault. It's her.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, you kind
now
of
my
really
kids
gotta
gotta
let
live
that
with that.
go.
My thing is this.
Your mama thought. Oh, I'm sorry.
Your mama a thought. My thing is this. If we decided that we're going to work it out, and the problem was obviously with this guy,
Right.
and he's still able to leave comments under your pictures on Instagram,
Right.
we got a problem. Like, you should have blocked him,
Wow.
cut off
Right.
all
I didn't
contact.
think about that.
So
Wow.
so that's where I would
I
be
know you
like,
can block
yo,
people.
Yeah,
It's just
you can
over.
cut them off.
Really?
yeah.
And as far as it is with her, hey,
I'm gonna start blocking
you
a
know
lot
that
of
one
folks.
song. It ain't nothing to cut that off. That's what he should have did. He should have cut her off.
Yeah. I mean,
Because hey, she's a problem. It ain't really. Damn, it's her.
maybe you know how you can rectify it.
How?
He's got to go get one of these fine Instagram girls, or somebody,
Yes.
and sleep with her, and let her feel it.
Didn't they even?
Then like, okay, you want to keep playing?
Because
You
I got
want
a
to
lot
keep
of
playing? Now, are we going to rectify this, or you want to keep playing? Because it's only you going to fight fire with fire. I mean, it's childish, but there's kids involved. But she's got to come home and walk upstairs and hear, oh my God, stop it, oh, this is the best ever. That's what's got to happen.
Cut the camera off. That's what she need.
Cut the camera off.
No, that's what she got to walk into.
No, but I want her friends to see.
And the girl's got to get and
You're evil.
Yes.
She said she wants her friends to see it.
everybody gonna know.
Yeah, I'm putting it on live.
No, you're not going live.
Yeah, I am.
No, I don't think you should. I don't think you should put it on camera. I just think the wife got to come in, and then when she comes in, you can't be like trying to stop. You be like, can you close the door?
She gonna have to get
Hey,
back five.
you
Payback is a what?
You know, it's our private time. You know.
Yeah, and make sure the kids don't know about it because that's the.
But
that's
with
the
social
ultimate.
media nowadays,
Right,
kids
they
gonna know.
They gonna know about it later.
But those kids gonna know about the rapper.
The kids know about the
The kids
rapper.
already know about
Oh.
the rapper. See,
How
Because they
old are the
probably
kids?
listen to him now or whatever.
Well, then you got to.
They got like three
you gotta
kids or
disappear.
something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
then you got to go ahead and do that.
He
You
gotta
got to
sleep
get the
with the fishes.
baddest. You got to go with the baddest. Somebody like you know.
Like her, yeah.
So when she walks, she gonna walk in
She gonna see
And
your
be
hat
like-
just laying there on the couch.
And he got.
No, she do what
You
her
so
hat on. She
stupid.
keep her hat on. She don't take her hat off. She keep
You
her hat
freaky.
on.
You said keep the hat on.
Yeah, keep the hat on.
and don't
Yeah.
forget the pumps.
Don't forget the pumps. Don't
forget the cannolis.
pumps.
Since you asked
The
us our
cannolis.
business- Since you asked us our business, let's ask you some questions.
This is an interview of you,
We got one
not an
question.
interview of me.
Hilarious.
Where's your mister?
Where's my mister?
Yeah.
Where's your miss?
What is this?
None.
Wait a minute. What is this? The color purple?
Yeah,
Where's your
it did
mister?
get slavish.
Where's your mister?
Where's my mister?
And with that being said, this interview is a wrap.
It's about that time on the air to say what's on my mind. It's your favorite girl, the April Watts Show. Welcome to my world. Listen while you grind. It's the best show you will find.